That was absolutely epic. I think that I just begin by saying how proud I am of a group of young men that gave me their heart and soul for 2 games. Didn't question anything. All they did is Coach Brew, help us win, and we did it. And we got it done. Golly, you talk about resilience. You talk about, one of my keys to victory is always be tougher longer. Be tougher longer. And it took two chip shot misses for us to win the game tonight. And again, I couldn't be more happy, more proud. Our seniors are going to walk out of here tonight, and they're going to remember this game for the rest of their life. And I just feel like it's a huge step in the right direction for the Charlotte 49ers. Huge step in the right direction, winning these last 2 games. And, we're going to go into the offseason with, I think, a tremendous feeling about the direction that we can go, that Charlotte can go as a football team. We can accomplish anything that we want to, as long as we're committed. And I think that these kids showed that they've got tremendous commitment to what we're trying to do. And again, if you guys could have all been in that locker room, I was dancing a little bit. I think Mac Brown does a little better job, but he's got a whole lot more practice than I got, but golly, it was fun. Questions? Yeah, it just, there's only one senior day. There's one senior day, and you have the opportunity to go out there and do special things, and our seniors played extremely well. Like you said, Sean had a great night. Chance really did a great job getting to the quarterback, rushing the passer, and there was just tremendous conviction. Conviction. Almost, we as coaches just, willed the team to win that game tonight, and golly, it was just on my heart. It was on my mind so much that, to win this game, and these seniors have this victory for the rest of their lives, and they can talk about it. They can talk about, kicker missing 2 chip shots, at the end of the game. A lot of pressure in that moment, in those situations, and I think that timeout we used there was a good decision. It was a good timeout for us to get that done, and I was really disappointed about the call on the first kick because we were within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage, and I think that's a legal maneuver what we did, jumping, So we'll take a look at that, but again, as you said, great job by the seniors, and Johnny King, he exemplifies everything that you want your football team to be. He exemplifies it. He had tears in his eyes, and he said, "Coach Brew, thank you." Holy cow. You talk about, a pit in my throat, and again, it just goes back to us wanting those guys to win so badly. It's no flinch. We cannot flinch, okay? And we have to respond. And I thought that that's what we did tonight is we responded in most situations. We gave up some plays, on defense that are going to really be painful to watch and painful to, but that's all part of the game. That's all part of the game. And I thought that, again, we responded offensively to some of those situations. We didn't play as much complementary football as I would have liked to play tonight. When a defense makes a stop, the offense goes. And, I thought Purdy was maybe a touch off, particularly early, first half on some of the deep balls. But again, then he throws the rocket shot to Omega late in the game for the touchdown, and he has such an amazing future here at Charlotte, and the whole group. Right. To be honest with you, I've never been in a situation like that before, and I've been coaching a long time, and never, two chip shot misses, but I don't know, whether or not I just feel like God was on our side, because we just, like I said, I think that we as coaches, and I know me, I spent a lot of time thinking about this opportunity for these seniors. And I just somehow I said we got to find a way to take these kids off the field winners, And I'll tell you what, a great moment for me, an amazing, was taking our team down to the band. We've got a great band, and we went down there, and it was just a tremendous moment, And these are moments like that. This is what it's all about. This is why you lift all the weights and you do everything that you do to experience moments like we did tonight. These guys will never, ever forget this. And it's just, golly, it's awesome. And I just, we needed the points. We needed to get the points, and I thought we did a nice job. I thought we were judicious, in getting the points on field goals, and I thought we handled situational football very, very well, in the situations with the clock and the moments that we needed to, you want to make sure that your team gets rewarded for moving the ball, and you come out of it, you go for it, and you don't get it, whatever it may be, but you go. And I had tremendous faith in the kicker, and I just felt like that our football team needed to be rewarded in those situations. And this week, boy, those guys come through big time. Right. You know what? I'm not going to assess. Is Mike here? Mike's here. Mike will assess me. He'll assess me, and he'll figure out whether or not he thinks that whether or not he would like to move forward with me. And I think Mike and Reagan, they do a wonderful job here, and I think the future is extremely bright. I'd love to be part of it. But again, I control the controllables. I control what I can control. He gave me the opportunity to be the interim head coach, and so I took that opportunity and feel really good about what we accomplished. In 2 weeks, and I'm a good football coach. I've been doing it a long time, and I'm good at what I do. I have tremendous passion at what I do, and I think that has a lot to do with it, is the passion that I have for my profession and the pride that I take. I ask players, have tremendous pride in your performance, and I ask the same thing of myself. I don't think I see anything really that much different. This is a really good group of kids. It's a wonderful group of kids that just have responded. They got hit with a curveball, and lost their coach, and but they didn't flinch. They didn't, say, "Woe is me." They just said, "Coach Brew, okay, help us win, and they wanted to win in the worst way, and again, everything we asked of them, they gave us everything, and worked them hard. But I told the players that I was going to get them to the game as healthy and as fresh as I could get them there. And at this point in the season, I think that's absolutely critical, is getting them to the game, healthy and fresh. And we did that with these kids. And I think that, we saw the rewards of a fresh team, and they were able to finish and play 4 quarters. I challenged them to fight and scratch and claw for 60 minutes. Okay, give me a full 60 minutes, and I'll be. If for 2 weeks did they not give me 60 minutes? Huh? I mean, you guys. I mean, this football team played their tails off, and I know this. Okay, if you're a Charlotte 49er, you're extremely proud of what you saw in these kids, and that to me is say no more. That's all you need. Resilience, believing in yourself, believing in your teammates. We're all in this thing together, and together, truly together, and guys, this is it right here, okay? Love is the reason for the fight, okay? The love that these guys have for each other, did it not show up on the field? Could you not feel it? Could you not see it? When we got together to begin the 4th quarter, there was conviction. And I think that that's the biggest takeaway right there. Yeah. Right. I think that his ability to communicate with Purdy, on the boundary, there's some real pluses in that. Being able to look him in the eye and calm him down. And I thought that Mike, again, he was resilient tonight in the game, and in play calling. And, I wanted, as the head coach, I wanted to empower Mike. I wanted to lift Mike up and have him feel tremendous confidence. And I thought that, Mike, again, tonight we had situations where we didn't make some plays and we were 3 and outs and that type of thing, but he didn't flinch. And, he just stayed with the plan and, stayed with Purdy and did a really nice job with Purdy, and just understanding now that Deshaun is a true freshman. He's a true freshman. How old is he? I think he's 17 or 18 years old. He's just, but Lord have mercy, is he going to be really, really a good player as he moves forward? But to answer your question, I think that that's been a real plus, having Mike come down and be able to communicate not only with Purdy, but also with other players on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah. You're talking about Purdy and Omega. Yeah, I just, golly, what a beautiful throw. Just absolutely gorgeous. Dropped it in. And for him to make a throw like that, and, he struggled somewhat throughout the course of the game. He missed some throws. We dropped some balls now as well. So we didn't do as good a job around and supporting Purdy as we need to do. But I always like to say about guys like that, Jameis Winston, I was with it at Florida State, and, Vince Young at the University of Texas, and guys that, the moment is never too big. And that's the feeling that you get from Purdy. I got this, and that's what he says to me. He says, Coach Brew, I got this. I'm a whole lot more worked up than he is. He looks at me like, Coach Brew, chill. I got this. We're good. So, yeah. I think in today's day and time, with the portal, with the ability to recruit really good players, and I just think that Charlotte this is a really good job. It's a really really good job. And I think the future is extremely bright. I've said it all along from day one that I think this is a gold mine. You know, this is an absolute gold mine, and that's why it's. I think the future is extremely exciting here. You know, and I think the ability to go out and player acquisition is what it's all about. Going out and getting great players, and I think you can certainly do that. And Mike's done a really good job at we're doing the facilities, and I just really feel, Mike, and I feel like there's a commitment to winning football here. And with his commitment to winning football here, and with it being Charlotte, I just really think that yes, great things are on the horizon. I, I'm going to tell you what. I mean, yes, all of the above. I was saying prayers, and I was, I couldn't believe it. Okay, so he kicks the first one and he misses it. I'm thinking, game over. We found a way, and that's all we talked about was just find a way to win. Whatever it takes, find a way to win. 4 quarters, and I said, shoot, and there's a penalty flag. And I'm saying, no. You're absolutely killing me here now. And then there's a second one, and we were able to get the timeout, get the kid iced, and I'll be darned if he didn't miss it, and so yeah, it just like I ran the whole gamut of emotions. We good? Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
I just want to give the kids that don't know what's going on the next few months a little bit of hope, kind of a good feeling at the end, knowing that's not over. I've been through what they've been through a couple of times. I don't know if I'm going to be on the team next year. Don't know where I'm going to be at, but you just got to have faith and keep pushing on. So I show them that.
Very happy and just grateful that we got to finish the season strong, 2 back-to-back wins, and just send the seniors out the right way. And it was just great feelings all around. I mean, when he missed the first one, we all got lit. We got happy, and then I seen the flag. I was like, okay, adversity. But we built for this. So
We used to it. So.
when we went out, he missed another one. I was like, yeah, he wasn't built for this.
I don't know. You just play ball. Just go out. Just whatever happens, just get ready to. When your time is called, just go out there and make a play.
I mean, this game ain't really about everything going your way because it's not. You got to really be ready for the battles, ready for when stuff gets hard. You got to be really the team that's gonna win is the team that is most interested in winning, and that was us. We talk to each other between each drive. He tell me what he sees, I tell him what I see, and we just keep communicating with each other. And it's not just me and Cartavius; it's the guys up front, all the old linemen, our coaches, Coach Fro, Coach Lucky, and we just stuck through it together and just taking criticism from both of each other.
It feels pretty good. I always wanted one, but the last game, it feels pretty good to get it. They're pretty pumped up right now. They're freezing right now, so I'm going to take my time. I mean, everyone's heart rate's up there. I don't know, for me it is until I get that first catch, and then you kind of relax into it, and that's what he did. He got that first completion to Zay, I think, I'm not going to tell you the play, but On two of them, he got two balls, and you could see he just started getting confidence and a rhythm going. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's just with every football player. Like, you just need to get that first bit of contact or first catch or first completion, and, you settle things down. It's nothing but butterflies. I, Go ahead.
I think this is sadly one of the most talented teams Charlotte will ever have, but we just couldn't put it together this year. But it's nice getting 5 out of it, looking half glass full. So thankful for it.
Definitely think this is one of the best teams that came through Charlotte. We all played as a family. We all played as one, and we never faltered. We never let our foot off the gas, and we played to the end during every game, no matter the losses, the wins. Our talent didn't define us. It was our ability to stick together even when stuff got hard. That's why we can win games like this.
Why did you respond so well? He just brings juice. It's hard to replace Biff Poggi. He's a great guy. Everyone loves him like a father. So it's hard to take that role, but he did a great job in doing what. I mean, he coached ball before. He knows ball. So we just kind of had faith in him, let him worry about the head coaching job, and everyone else worry about their job. So that's what we did.
Brew, he come from a little different time. Brew always hype. He always ready to go. Like, it's not a day he's not fired up. He's not hyped up. He just picked up where Poggi left off, and I just feel like he did more than enough. It what keeps us going. Even when stuff get hard, you got a brother to lean on, got somebody to talk to. And, when you got a team that's playing selfishly, doesn't really care about anybody but themselves, it gets hard, it gets in the way. But, when you stick together, you band together, can't nobody stop us.
I agree, yeah. I think it was a little different. I remember it was harder to get a win, and it was in the CUSA, so it was kind of an easier conference. But this means a lot because we played no excuses, but a pretty good schedule this year. And, we could have complained about it, but we just, press on. So
I agree. Probably just keeping us. I don't know. It definitely was a different feeling. I feel like Mike probably could have talked to Purdy as much as he wanted to. Really see stuff from a different point of view. Talk to us, see what we are seeing, and it's really just being there with us. Like, his presence made a difference.
felt like a practice.
Thank y'all.
I just say, things didn't go our way the whole night, but we stuck together, and we had no excuses. No matter what happened, no matter if we get the call or not, we were just going out there and fighting for guys like Mike. So.
I think the ability to stick together when things don't go your way. Obviously, they go down and score. The second to last drive it's tough, but no one dropped their head. Just next play mentality all the way to the end, and then obviously 2 botched field goals to win the game. So just sticking together. Thinking about the last 2 years, obviously going 3-9 for 2023 and 22, we've all been here together. Guys like me, Bryce Kennan, Des Morgan, Prince Beamer, etc. Just having, like I said, having the ability to just like hone in one more time on what the task at hand is, and we came here to win. So getting 2 wins in a row, a 5th win in my last game of my career here was huge. So just taking those emotions and then set them aside for the end of the game. Let's just go win another football game.
Man, I definitely, I would like to, got an extra, and I feel like it was the time in the game where I could, but I did something that I don't usually do. So, but it's all part of the game, man. I'm just highly blessed, man, and, thankful for the opportunity that Charlotte gave me to come here and to, display my talent and to show y'all who I am, so, I did everything I was supposed to do, what I'm saying, this season or these last 2 seasons, and, it's, I don't know what the future holds, but, I just trust in God and, to go from there.
Yes, I was on for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it was a little like a bit weird because I've been here for 6 years. So I've been through 5 playing seasons for myself and a lot of crazy games, a lot of tight ones. And honestly, you just kind of got to the football guys just kind of be on your side. And I don't think you play that game again, 2-botch field goals don't happen. So just taking advantage and really straining your gut in that 1 second of a play. So just, it fell our way. Just all I'm thankful for the win. That's all. Forget the stats. For anything else, Charlotte won.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I was in NCAA right there. Just amazing, man. Just the sport. It's so many emotions. It brings so many emotions up, down, especially to y'all too. Just how y'all feel about us as a team. That's everywhere in the country. But I'm glad we ended how it's supposed to be. Yeah, like he said, it just fell our way. So. Oh, me? I said you missed 2 of them. So that was definitely a smart timeout by Brew to ice him because he made that one. So that was very, yeah, it was a good move. So.
Obviously, losing your coach mid-season isn't always fun. It's obviously a bit of a shock to everybody. But I think the one thing when the day after it happened, I spoke to the team and I said that the goal is still the goal, is to win these last 2 games, like no matter who's the head coach. And we honed on that for 2 weeks, preparation-wise, and I just kept reiterating, guys, the job's not finished, job's not finished, job's not finished. So just keeping those guys in tune, keeping myself in tune, keeping emotions obviously away until after those games, but just understand that we came here to do a job and we finished that job.
Yeah, like it just showed how much care we got for each other to finish out the way we did, no matter the circumstances. So.
I think having played on the last 6 teams, every team is a bit different. I think in terms of the brotherhood on this team is unmatched. Obviously, you go last year, chaos of last year, and then you get guys to come back, and then chaos beginning of the season, you don't start as well, and then you lose your coach. But I think it really showed the resilience of this group. And I think I love this guy. He's a heck of a player, but especially the defense. Like, it just keeps you together. You kind of got no choice, and you'll get exiled if you just don't feel that way. So I think everybody, even when some things didn't go my way tonight, but I had a choice to make. Do I drop my head or do I cheer for the guys on the field? So I made that decision to just finish it out on a high note, if I'm on the field or not.
Yeah. I definitely feel like, honestly, because we with each other every day. And, I done been to other programs and I didn't see guys. This definitely, I feel like one of the best rosters Charlotte will have in a long time. But I don't say that in a bad way. I say that as in I feel like we set a standard, position to position of what came before them, so they can try to break that. So it's just putting on a great how can I say this? Like an example for the young people to just to motivate them to do better than what we was. So yeah.
No, to piggyback off of that, it's kind of funny. I've been thinking about this for the last few weeks. I got here in 19, and I was lucky enough to have a senior class that had also lost the previous years before with a head coaching fire. Come back in 19 and get 7 wins in a bowl game. So those guys in my room, obviously the Tyreek Harrises and the Highsmiths and all those guys, the Ben DeLucas, probably don't even know what I'm talking about because you guys haven't been here long enough. But those guys set the standard for me. So my job was to keep it going, no matter the result, but just to set the standard. So the next group of guys come and do the same thing.
I definitely feel like I said, we're setting the bar. I definitely feel like certain stuff we do, just showing the youngest, like the freshmen here, well, like, because me in my room, I be trying to, give them game and, tell them what, the rights and the wrongs of, just never cut no corners because, at the end of the day, it's not going to get you nowhere. So I feel like just having, putting that mindset into them, and just like me in the corners, we stay after practice every day to get extra reps, no matter if we scrimmage, no matter if we do, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like just me instilling that in them, they're going to do that to the younger generation when they get older. So I feel like, that's the best thing I could do for them.
Like I said, obviously being here for the time that I've been here, this is a true, even cliche to sound, it's a gold mine, literally. It's the perfect spot. Come to school in Charlotte, beautiful city, fans love you. I think we're really, really close. And I think next year will really tell the story. Whoever the administration decides to be the head coach, I think they have to take it and cherish it because it's a special thing.
Appreciate
Thank you, guys.